Well, we'd relocated back to the UK after she was born when she was 4 weeks old. And it wasn't until about 5 months of age that we noticed there were some development problems.
And we went and saw a doctor, didn't we?
Yeah, we took her to the health centre and she had all the initial first checks, and then they obviously referred us on to the paediatrician. And of course there was a lot of extensive tests and scans that had to be done, blood tests. The brain scan revealed that she has a symptom called cerebral atrophy, which basically means that her brain didn't grow fully when she was inside the womb. So something happened within the first 12 weeks of life that caused her brain to not grow fully, and there's part of her brain that is missing as well. And she also has some nodules that have grown in the incorrect position. And so because of that causes all her total development to be delayed. So although she's almost 6 years of age, she's really like a 9-month-old baby. So her needs are very basic, in as much as she cannot do anything for herself. So she requires everything to be done for her. And we've really realised that for Erin, and because she's been diagnosed as well with epilepsy, which is very severe in her case, that is a constant jiggle. We don't have any family in Australia at all, and that was really part of the reason why we went back to relocate back in the UK. But of course we missed Australia so much that we stayed in the UK for 2 years to really see if we could get some more information about Erin's condition. We learnt about the things that Erin would need to make her life better and to help her reach her full potential. So when we came back to live in Australia, those were the things that we really needed to pursue and to try to see if we could get as much help for Erin as possible. But with not having any family, it can mean that you become quite isolated and that you do have to rely on outside services that are available for help. Well, I heard about the Very Special Kids from some other mothers on the grapevine. You know, when you become part of mothers groups and disability groups, you hear what is actually out there. There aren't a lot of respite services when you have very young children with these kind of conditions. And as much as we think we are quite good at coping and finding out inner resources, you do need to have a break. And then, of course, I contacted the Very Special Kids and spoke to Terry Lynn, who's our caseworker. And she's been wonderful. She's been so dedicated and caring and helpful and just really willing to sit and listen and to offer all advice and support for us that we've needed, which is just wonderful. You know, you need that. You need somebody who's neutral, that you can say, well, this is what's happening and I'm really not sure what I should do next. And so she's been really marvellous. Wow. The Very Special Kids as a whole entity has been amazing. It's changed the path for us. I mean, it really has. As far as it gives us a wonderful respite because Erin comes to the house and has the breaks. And it means that we can go and we can do things as a family with Ayana that we normally wouldn't be able to do. You know, simple things, as in we've just come back from a camping holiday, which would be very difficult to do with wheelchairs and the need for all the equipment.
It would be impossible to do.
It would be impossible to do. And it meant that we were able to be spontaneous, that we can just say, hey, let's go and do this now. And so that's been really wonderful for us, hasn't it? And it means as well that you can make plans, you can keep promises.
When we do leave her at Very Special Kids, we know that we've got total trust in Very Special Kids, and we're very happy and confident that she's going to be looked after better than we can look after her.
So the respite is wonderful, but then of course there are all the other services as well. You know, Ayana is so precious to us also. And Very Special Kids really respects that, really respects the fact that you're a whole family and that this child with a disability or a life-threatening illness really impacts on the whole dynamic of the family. So Very Special Kids really helps us in that way, you know. So Ayana has a wonderful volunteer that comes to visit, Jess, who is really like your big sister, isn't she? Yeah.
You like her, don't you?
Well, I think it helps Ayana realise that, you know, she's not the only one that has a situation like ours, you know, with a disabled or a sick sibling, you know, that there are lots of other kids that come together and who are experiencing the same things that we experience as a family. It really gives you back your sanity. It gives you space. It gives you a light at the end of the tunnel. And it gives you time together. And it helps you get you through, which is just really wonderful. What else can you ask for? You know, it connects you back to the community, that you don't feel so isolated. It's like a big weight off your shoulders, isn't it?
It gives you a lot of faith in humanity too. I mean,
yeah.
You have to remember that a lot of these people are volunteers. They're coming in and giving their time to help you. And that's a fantastic feeling, because you know you're not alone.
So if anyone is thinking that they should I, shouldn't I, then don't hesitate. Just, you know, make the necessary call, and you'll be glad that you did.